Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sneha and today I'm creating this makeup look which involves a lot of fall colors. So you have most of your coppers, your rusty oranges and some of gold in the inner corner. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, please continue watching. So I've gone ahead and moisturized my face with this Ombre Slay Cream Concentrate Moisturizer. Next I'm using this primer by La Roche-Posay. It has a built-in SPF of 50, which is amazing. So you can do 2 steps in one. So it's a sunscreen, which is also a primer. Excellent. So I'm going to massage that all over my face. And for foundation, I'm using a new foundation for me. It's the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. And I picked up the shade Suntan. I'm just going to apply this with a damp beauty blender sponge all over my face. Next, I'm filling in my eyebrows with the Anastasia Debra pomade in Ebony, and I'm going to link my tutorial for it in the description box below if you'd like to check it out. I'm also going to clean up around my brows with some NYX concealers. I'm using 2 shades, one that's lighter to go under my eyebrows, and I'm using a mix of the lighter and darker one on the top portion of my eyebrows. Then I'm just priming my eyes with the NARS eye primer. And I'm setting that in place with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. So for today's look, I'm going to use all Makeup Geek eyeshadows. So I'm first taking creme brulee and applying that in my crease and blending it towards my brow bone. And then as a brow bone highlight, I'm going to use the shade Beaches and Cream. Then I'm taking Latte, which is slightly deeper than the first shade we used. This is going closer into the socket of the eye to further deepen up the look. Next I'm going in with Cocoa Bear to add some warmth to the crease. And then I'm using the shade Mocha, which is a deep brown. And this will add some depth and dimension to the socket. So I'm going to apply this with a very small crease brush and then blend it out with that first blending brush we used. So mixing Cocoa Bear and Mocha and applying that on the outer portion of the lid. And then for the majority of the lid, I'm going in with this foil eyeshadow called Flamethrower. And I'm just going to use it with my finger, just pack it on the eyelid. Then I'm using the small crease brush to blend out any of the edges of the eyeshadow. Now before I add eyeshadow to the bottom eyelid and also to my inner corner, I'm going in with some corrector and concealer. I'm first taking the Makeup Forever concealer in the shade R40, which is this light peach shade. And that's going to act as a corrector, as you can see here. And then I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It concealer in the shade M25, and I'm going to use this as a concealer. It'll also act as a brightener since it's a light shade for me. And then blending this out with a damp beauty blender sponge and immediately setting it with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm also going to layer some extra powder on it so that it can bake. For my bottom eyelid, I'm first going in with Cocoa Bear and applying it 3/4 of the way in and connecting it at the outer corner. Then I'm taking Mocha just on the outer 1/3 of the eyelid. And then for my inner corner, I'm taking this gorgeous gold shade called Untamed. Then I'm running a brown kohl on my bottom waterline. And then I'm taking a deeper brown for the top waterline. To add more of a highlight on the brow bone, I'm using this MAC pigment called Naked and applying it there. I'm also going to take some of this on the inner portion of the eye to really open it up and brighten it. I've been recently loving doing this. And while I'm using it, I'm also using it as a highlighter on my cupid's bow and my nose. Then I'm using this black eyeshadow called Corrupt. I'm using that as a very thin eyeliner just on the outer half of the eye. Then I'm running my favorite mascara of the moment through my lashes, which is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. Next, I'm taking the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and using that as a bronzer to warm up my skin. Then I'm going ahead and concealing my acne scarring off camera, and I'll link my tutorials for it in the description box below and also as a card right here. I'm going ahead and setting my entire face with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Today I decided to use a different palette for contouring. So I'm using the Kat 1D Shade and Light Contour palette. This is the powder version. And applying it to the usual areas. I'm also using these powders to contour my nose. And then I decided to use the banana shade, the yellow shade from this palette, to also highlight under my eyes. So I think it did add a little bit of highlight there. And then I also used that same powder to clean up under my contour. Created this nicer, sharper contour. Makes it look less muddy. For my lips, I first lined my lips and filled it in with the MAC lip liner in the shade Auburn. And then went in with my favorite orange lipstick, which is the Smashbox Out Loud lipstick. And while that is drying, I went in with this NARS blush in the shade Taj Mahal and applied it to my cheeks. Moving on to highlighter, I'm using the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in the shade Gilded Honey. So I applied it lightly first on my dry skin. And then I went in with my setting spray, which is the Skindinavia No More Shine spray. And while my skin is still damp, I went in again with the highlighter to intensify it. And that's it, guys. That's look number 1. So this is option number 1. As a second alternative, you could add some gloss to your lip. So I'm going to add this Huda Beauty Lip Strobe, and this is in the shade Saucy. So you could keep it like this if you want that high gloss shine on your lips. But if you just want to retain the metallic portion of the lip onto your existing lip color and remove the gloss, just take a piece of paper towel. I'm going to blot my lips with it. So tearing it into half. So do you see how it removes the glossiness but still keeps that shine or the small glitter particles on the lips? So yeah, these are the lip options that you could have with this eye color. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you like this look, please don't forget to hit that like button and also consider subscribing for more videos. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me.